Hey guys, Ponce here to talk to you guys about the Camille reveal and discuss her abilities a little bit. Now, for those of you interested in this preview yourselves, it is available in the description below. And to be clear, she's not on the PBE yet, though it's actually a very good possibility she will be available later today. So stay tuned to the channel. If not today, it'll be available tomorrow. But according to Riot's patch schedule and how the last new champion worked, she should there's a good chance she'll be available for play today. So stay tuned to the channel. Of course, have gameplay footage and all kinds of actual in-game stuff ready for you guys. As soon as it's available. But just guys, see, PBE is currently down. I'm not sure when it went down exactly. It was supposed to stay down for about 2 hours, so it should be interesting. She's got a lot of neat stuff here. So let's go over what's going on exactly. So this is our passive here. Camille's basic attacks on champions grant a shield against her opponent's primary damage type. The shield strength increases based on Camille's max HP. I'll just take a look here. You can see an AD shield. Lets you know the damage type by that little thing there, and that's a magic shield. This actually looks fairly substantial. I, of course, don't know what it scales off of yet, but imagine at the very least it scales based on your own level. Kind of interesting there. Let's move on. I don't know how it decides who is what. I don't know if it decides on a champion base or actually what their actual statistics in game are. For example, it might compare how much AP has compared to how much bonus AD they have or something like that. But we'll find out shortly, I'm sure. Next, we have our Q. Precision Protocol. Camille's next basic attack slashes the enemy for bonus physical damage and grants a short burst of movement speed. For a brief period after the initial cast, Camille can recast Precision Protocol for an additional strike. If she waits for a short period of time, the ability's second attack will deal extra bonus damage and is partially converted to true damage. So not full true damage, but take a look. It charges up, big attack. So presumably you can do it quickly twice in a row if you really, really want to get like very fast burst damage. I'm not sure, but the wording suggests you can. If you read some of the other stuff Riot has said later on, this definitely seems like an auto reset, so it's a double auto reset. I'm kind of curious how Sheen works on this character, but we'll find out again. So pretty basic ability, but sort of a slight twist on the auto attack reset. Next, we have Tactical Sweep. This one looks kind of... Oh, this is never mind. This is Tactical Sweep. Okay. Camille gathers energy, then blasts it forward in a cone, dealing physical damage to all targets hit. Enemies caught in the outer half of the sweep will be greatly slowed and take additional damage based on their max HP, healing Camille in the process. Look here. So see her HP bar, it went up when he hit that guy. The regular minion didn't take as much damage, presumably, but he took more and was slowed. So it's a little bit like Darius Q, in a sense. A similar sort of function, but just note her HP bar there. He actually got a relatively hefty chunk of HP back there from a single ability. So that's that. Next, this is the thing I find kind of neat. The Hookshot. So the first cast is Hookshot. Camille fires a hookshot in a target direction. If she strikes a wall, she'll pull herself to it. She'll then have a brief window to cast wall dives. This is the second cast. Wall dive. Camille dashes in a target direction, stopping at the first champion hit and stunning all enemies in an area. If Camille dashes towards a champion, the range is increased and she gains bonus attack speed. So I'll show you guys this here. Cast it to a wall. And then towards a champion, and she gets a bunch of bonuses and stuff. So yeah, it's basically a double movement thing. That seems like an incredible amount of mobility. Because I don't think you have to, at least according to the wording, yeah, it says if you dash towards the champion. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to dash towards the champion. You just want to get the hell away. You could theoretically, like, let's say you're in trouble, you dash there, and that's like tons of ground covered. Or let's say maximum, because you can angle it, right? So let's see the angle again, the exact angle. Yeah, you can dash in really any direction. So you could do something like dash, let's say you're standing here to begin with. You could like dash here and then like dash that way. And you can maybe dash over walls. According to some videos I'm going to show you in a bit, which are shown at the bottom of the screen, I'm not sure if the secondary dash has to be towards the champion if you want to go over walls, but she's definitely going over walls. So theoretically, you could do something like that and then go like off screen, or that and then just, go towards your tower or something. So interesting stuff. Next, we have this thing. Hex deck Ultimatum, so her ultimate. Camille leaps onto a targeted enemy champion, imprisoning them in a zone and knocking away their allies. When the ultimatum is active, the targeted enemy can't leave the area by any means. This area deactivates on its own after a brief period, or if Camille leaves the zone prematurely. While in the zone, Camille's basic attacks deal additional magic damage. So let's take a look here. Given that it said you can't leave by any means necessary, I wonder if that's like a literal any means necessary, or by any means, or like it's just like you can technically flash over something. Given the way they worded it, I'm guessing it's just going to prevent you from flashing over it, maybe, but I'm not sure. It could mean you can't dash through it, a little bit like a poppy field. I don't know if you can teleport out of it, so who knows, but in any case, kind of like a more, like a even more dual-centric version of Jarvan's ult, sort of, except it doesn't deal damage, like, immediately. In general, actually, the character does kind of remind me of Jarvan overall, just, like, more assassin-y, and, like, maybe less kind of tanky-ish, but, that's, I mean, I kind of played tank or assassin Jarvan anyway, so, I mean, like, even... Like, it's like the actual character's kit and playstyle is actually tailored towards what I do, so this could be sort of interesting. Then again, she is more traditional assassin, though, than that, and I don't tend to like assassins very much, so we'll see what happens. Now, of course, there's a whole bunch of stuff where it's talking about what the champion does. I'm not going to read through all of this. It'll take forever. I want it forever, but a while, and you probably guys have stuff to do, and if you're interested, you can read it yourself. But they're talking about how she's sort of a very high skill cap character, and how she's really good at dueling, not so much at, like, just kind of slugfest team fights where just AoEs going off everywhere sort of thing. That's her weakness. There's a couple of in-game clips where they show a laning phase trade and then a team fight. Now, the team fight trading stuff is actually really interesting because she's doing a lot of stuff, and they're talking about situations where this character is not quite as good, but she's making it work by whoever, whatever Riot employee is playing her. So here's a trade with Poppy. Yeah, her shield, she kind of dashes in, her shield basically eats any damage she throws back, then sustains a bit back with the long-range Q. So neat stuff going on there. Now, again, watch how she uses her Hookshot ability here in this upcoming video. It, like, yeah, it jumps over walls and stuff. See that right there? Right over terrain. The quality of the video was kind of ass there. I didn't update. I'll show it again. Support for the last little bit, but anyway, hold on a sec. Let me. Yeah, the quality is kind of messed up here, so I just gotta do this. There we go. Now you can actually see what's going on in the first little half of the video. Now you notice, so each time she's jumped over terrain, it's at a champion. I don't know if it's a requirement. She's done it. Actually, no, she jumped to a minion that time by the looks of it. But no, she didn't even jump over terrain there. Anyway, we'll find out shortly. I'm going to guess, given that the wording doesn't state it's contextual, whether or not you can go over terrain, that you can just straight up go over terrain with this ability, which is pretty crazy in terms of mobility. Like, the base hookshot alone is tons of mobility. Granted, you have to be near a wall for it to actually do anything, otherwise you're stuck out, in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, the fact that you can just second cast it is just, and that should be very interesting to use. Anyway, we'll find out how that works on the PBE. Either, again, today, let's just double check, make sure it's not, still not patching. Either today or possibly tomorrow, but I'm actually expecting today. So, based on when maintenance happens for, well, I base it off the NA server. So, anyway, stay tuned to the channel as I was, excuse me, as I was saying, guys. I'll have everything you need to know about this champion available on here as soon as I can. Of course, I've also been live streaming the champion as well, so stay tuned for that. There's a very good chance I'll be doing what I did last time with Ivern, where I basically streamed and then got the footage from my live stream. So I did both simultaneously. So you can stay tuned to twitch.tv/Ponce as well. Because yeah, I'll be live streaming the shit out of this champion most likely, because that's what I do for every new champion release. So in any case, that's it for me. Thanks for watching, and goodbye. Hope to see you around.